I am Cheyenne Morrison, Director of Quality, Regulatory, and Security with MD Logistics. Quality is extremely important to MD Logistics. We've incorporated it into all of our procedures. It's very much at the heart of everything we do, because what we specialize in is the storage and distribution of pharmaceutical and medical devices, which after leaving our warehouse have a chance to impact a real human life. The quality team works very closely with our clients as they onboard new products or new processes. They're continuously finding sustainable ways for us to do what we currently do better. And we work with them to implement these changes and document them in accordance with our quality system so that they feel comfortable with everything that we're doing. And as their products leave our building, they know it's with the same quality that they arrived to our building with. One thing I think we do really well here is work with the manufacturers of these medications to understand their purpose. And we do our best to get that information in front of the people who are handling them on a day-to-day basis. They don't lose sight of how important each piece of medication that they handle is. The quality mission statement originated with my predecessor, Robert Grange, and he created it with our obligation to the drug supply chain in mind. So our mission statement is that we get the right product to the right person in the right condition at the right time, every time. And if any one of those things does not happen, then we haven't done our job successfully here at MDL. Pretty much from the beginning of onboarding a new client, we will work very closely with them to understand each product's requirements, whether that's storage and distribution, and any additional requirements that may be needed from a regulatory perspective. We will align our processes internally and ensure those are incorporated into our systems so that they are stored and distributed correctly. I started with MD Logistics over 15 years ago. I was still working my way through school and really wasn't sure what I wanted to do. But as I learned more about the organization, I found myself taking a lot of pride and finding purpose with us and how we help people through the drug supply chain. So I was very excited to find a career here and continue to grow. One of my favorite parts of my new role is working with the leadership team to continue our growth in this space. It's been very impressive. And as far as MD Logistics growth is, I'm not surprised at all to see how far we've grown. Since I started with the organization 15 years ago, we've onboarded 5 new buildings, and I've got to see all of that. And I always hear from our clients how quality really helps set us apart, and I truly feel like we're going to continue to do great things and onboard new spaces, so I'm excited. I think the future for MD Quality is to continue upholding the regulations as they evolve to make a more safe drug supply chain. We continue to see the bar go up, and that's how my team will operate as well.
Lizzie Hallinan, I'm a Quality Assurance Supervisor here at MD. We have federal and other regulations that we have to conform to here, and it's important to maintain those regulations so that the end user gets the highest quality of product. Our customers expect us to maintain a high level of quality with their products because their names are attached to it. The people who rely on these drugs to treat their diseases and their everyday symptoms deserve to get the highest quality product that we can produce. The quality group approaches the operations team with an educational perspective. The people in the operations team are focused on fulfilling the business needs and meeting the quotas of our customers, and we are focused primarily on making sure that that product is handled safely from the moment it gets in to the moment it goes out. We provide operations with the knowledge that they need to make sure that that is occurring. Day-to-day in the quality department looks like a lot of interacting with customers and with the operations team. We kind of act as a middle person between the two parties, explaining issues upward and explaining fixes downward. As the quality team, we try to ensure training by working individually with the people performing the job. If we notice issues or notice that someone's struggling with something, we try to be there with them and help them. I have noticed a lot of change since I started here. I've been here for almost 6 years. When I came in, this seemed like a small company. Had a few larger clients in the pharmaceutical industry, and we've seemed to kind of explode from there. We're growing rapidly, and I think that we will only continue to. The pharmaceutical industry itself seems to be changing since I first came in. The customers are growing themselves, and we're growing along with them.
My name is Emily Gerbers. I'm the Vice President of Business Development at MD Logistics. When MD Logistics was first founded by Mark Sell and Dave Keebach, they were freight forwarders, and they were moving freight for a pharmaceutical organization. And that pharmaceutical company said, "We need a place to store our product. Can you help us?" And they immediately said yes. And then they figured it out. And I think that's been a lot of our history since then. We've grown up a lot since then, but we've always remained very entrepreneurial in spirit. But what that allowed us to do as an organization is to say we will figure it out for the client. And what we figured out very early on as an organization was how important quality was to our clients and to the end patient. And that's something that we continue to invest in. We continue to grow our quality organization. We continue to bring in individuals who are well-versed in licensing and regulatory compliance to ensure that we remain an industry leader in this space from a quality perspective. We know that without a strong quality system, and without strong quality documentation, without strong quality controls, we cannot be successful in this space. And it's very important to us to be able to stand behind our quality system and the services that we offer to make sure that our client is going to have their product in the right environment and held at the utmost integrity. That's the most important thing to us at the end of the day, because this medicine can be life-saving, and it is going into a human body, and that's not lost on us. Having developed a quality mindset from the very beginning of the organization has really propelled us into being a niche player in this market, and also sets us up for what requires us to be successful in the future. So we continue to build out these capabilities. We continue to invest in our quality team. We continue to do trainings at an operational level so that they understand why they're being asked to do things the way they're being asked to do them. So they understand what the client is asking us to do within our operation and how it pertains very specifically to their product and to some of the quality and compliance that's around their product. And this has become very apparent to us as an executive team as we look forward to building out additional environments, additional warehouses, additional service offerings. DSCSA compliance is a great example of that, the Drug Supply Chain Security Act, where we had to learn what that was going to require of us from a quality perspective, from an operational perspective, from an integration perspective, so that we could deliver a fully sterilized solution for our client. We've been doing this now for 7 years, which is really great. We've learned a lot of lessons. We're a bit ahead of the curve when it comes to some others in this space because the regulation hasn't fully been brought to fruition. That'll happen later this year. But that's an initiative where we really were able to lean not only on quality, but also our operational and our IT history and subject matter experts to bring a very well-rounded and thoughtful and compliant solution in place for our clients.